Every culture in the world has gathered around fire ceremony. Why? There's a reason for that, because it brings people together to the light, to the heat, for philosophy, for ideas, for working out solutions and issues to problems.
I see ignite. You know, I mean, the whole thing is just speaking to me, like screaming at me, dude, this is the year. It's time to get out bigger. You know, don't play small. So I see these cowards in this world doing what they're doing. And I can't stand by and just let it happen without trying to do something.
FUNL 5, Freedom Under Natural Law 5. 5 is a very powerful number to understand. And the fact that it's about igniting hearts and minds.
It's the pressure of the society that we've been kind of forced to be in. And so the idea is just to help empower people to act, because voluntarism is all about action. And so that's what we need to start doing.
You see, when we come to a true understanding of morality, a true understanding of what true consciousness is and how we can create freedom, that helps all life in existence. That's what we are talking about, the greater good, help, like true greater good, deeper concepts, deeper, higher realms of thought. Because when you truly understand what true morality is, then you can raise your consciousness. So that information can be spread and understood by all human beings,
Expand that sense for yourself, come back to your sense of grounding based on a truth, not, reductionism but understanding yourself as a system, as a whole and part of the system, and just bringing all of that together so that you can lead from that place.
Building community, like real bonds, real relationships, real care amongst each other. And that's going to be vital as we move forward into building a new paradigm, like having real, true community that we can rely on, that we can trust, that everyone understands natural law.
That's where natural law can come in, is like, once you sort of understand what's happening and why we're getting what we're getting because of what we're putting in as a collective whole, it is concerning, but at the same time, because it's understandable and logical and like makes sense, it's also somewhat of a relief just to know that we're going to get what we're going to get.
You start feeling some things in the world and you start looking around you and everyone's getting sick. You're like, man, something's got to change.
Right. And we have to look at ourselves and how we're contributing to this, as above, so below. And what we're seeing in the world is a reflection of the minds of individuals. And what we're seeing in our own communities is a reflection of our own minds. And if we're not able to unify around the most important things, then we're failing.
Extracting from the most vulnerable to keep giving to and propping up people who already have way too much traction and momentum. And that, needs to be reversed. It should have never been in the first place. And so, again, just aligning with how nature and health work and how they're supposed to work.
Who are you inspired by? How are you able to, apply that towards, what your craft or, your thought process or the way you go about interacting with people in the environment and everything. What is your relationship with nature, yourself, your family, your lineage, and so on?
Here's how you can reprogram your brain. Here's some actual techniques that can be used to start, healing some of these things. And so that's kind of the direction that we're going in.
When you have natural law in alignment as well, like the possibilities for creation are endless, and like just really just wanting to inspire people to see themselves as bigger than what we've been programmed to sort of believe.
Understanding the occult knowledge that has been withheld from us, whether that's by ineptitude or intentionally, right? The dark occult intentionally withholds that information to create a power differential between those who have the knowledge and those who do not.
What really matters, a lot of the stuff people are talking about and arguing about and bringing up on social media on this great vast network is not really the main situation that we need to be talking about. We need to be understanding
How do we work towards freedom? What is a right? Why don't we understand rights?
Someone's got to lead, and then someone will follow. So it's moral and philosophical courage that is most important, to go and put something out there, and to keep putting something out there.
And if you haven't read the Declaration of Independence, go read it. It says clearly you have unalienable rights that come from the Creator: life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. So that's 250 years ago now. Our rights don't come from the city, county, state, and federal governments. They come from Source, Creator, God, your humanity, yourself.
And I look forward to seeing all of you guys in the virtual audience at the FUNL conference, Freedom Under Natural Law Conference, because this thing is going to be bringing in not only information that's like fact-based, but also information that's truth-based.